Okay, so it's 10:20. So I'm down here earlier. I'm still down here in the AM, so I guess that's good. I've been up since 7:45 though, so that's not good. It's good because my alarm went off and I got up to it. That's a good start. But of course, I get up, I check my computer, make sure, see where my conversion from last Friday's video was, because it should have been done, or at least almost done, since I finished it about a little before midnight last night. Nope, runtime error. Again. So I had to restart it. Anyway, I actually got a response from TikTok last night because I went through the whole report abuse things as opposed to just appealing my thing. And you would think that if someone's going to respond to you, they'd actually respond to you. But no. Of course, I got an automated message. There we go. So I sent them a message on the 27th, so 2 days ago. It was 2 days ago, yeah. At about 12:40 p.m. Said my live stream access was suspended for hate speech. There was absolutely no hate speech in my video. I appealed it and you didn't restore it. I don't understand why. Please point out to me what I said that was hate speech, because there wasn't any. I didn't use any slurs, nor did I ever talk about any marginalized individuals or groups in a derogatory way, which, according to your guidelines, is what constitutes hate speech. And then I sent a copy of the video that I said, this video contains a sentence that is extremely racist, has been pointed out many stitches and duets, yet you say there's no violation. But my live that does not reference any marginalized people in any way whatsoever is suspended and not restored for hate speech. Also, I have 2 playlists on my account, one labeled racism, one labeled anti-bullying. Both are mostly stitches and video replies to comments that call out other people for hate speech. And then I get a response, hi there, thanks for contacting TikTok. We understand how important your account is to you. After further review, our live stream feature will remain temporarily banned until 8/2/22 due to a violation of our hateful behavior policy. For further information, please reference our community guidelines. I literally asked them what I said that constitutes hate speech, and all they do is point to the community guidelines. They can't tell me what I said because I didn't say anything. So I responded to him. I said, again, I asked you to please point out what I said. Maybe if you guys were more clear when you do your violations to actually say what the violation was, not just a general category, maybe you'd have a lot better experience on here for your creators and users if you could say, hey, we consider this word hate speech, or hey, this segment right here in your live stream from this time to this time, and like have a clip of it or something, or even just text, we transcribe it. You know, maybe you'd have people understand what's going on, because also the ability to actually communicate with somebody on there properly would be great. Someone who actually, the moderators who actually moderate it actually communicate with the people, as opposed to just flagging shit just because they can. It's just the complete wrong way of doing that shit. It's like, just because you have biased people on there who want to flag things that they don't like, even though a lot of times they don't violate anything. Like, I literally had a video taken down with 0 views. 0. Nobody watched it. So nobody could have reported it, which means TikTok watched it and deemed that there was a violation on there, even though there was not a violation on I stitched a video one time that said, black gentleman standing in front of a news article, on the green screen, that was talking about Ethan Crumbley's parents, how they hired the best lawyer possible for their defense, but allowed their son to fend for himself with a public defender. He goes, and he said, white parents. Here he goes. I need to hear from white parents. How is this possible? Like, it's a white thing that this happens, not just a couple of reject asshole parents. Now, granted, the kid needs to be held responsible for what he did. But at the same time, he's 15, and he's still the responsibility of his parents. So, understanding that. So, when he sees a white kid and the white parents and something odd going on, he says, white parents, I need to understand this. I didn't take offense to it. However, if I would have made the exact same video in reverse, like talking about that kid in Texas, not the Uvalde kid, the one last fall, the kid who supposedly was bullied, yet ended up, technically, I guess it was most likely a drug situation, according to eyewitness reports and stuff, I think. He goes out to his car, 17-year-old goes out to his car, gets a pistol, comes in and shoots the people who were supposedly bullying him. And then his parents are all celebrating him coming home on bail. Like he didn't do anything wrong. If I would have said, black parents, I need to understand this. How are you celebrating your kid shooting a school? I mean, we're all pointing out the fact that it's always white kids that shoot up a school. But granted, that's a different situation. That's not a school shooter situation. And it isn't always white kids. It's mostly white kids. But my video would be taken down. So again, I don't care if we want to point out race to get clarification on stuff and things like that. That's not a big deal. I don't care. I don't take offense to things like that. So I responded. I said, it's easy. They're pieces of shit. I was calling Ethan Crumbley's parents pieces of shit, just like Ethan is. But Ethan was raised poorly, so I'm not going to say he's not totally at fault, or he's not 100%. He's not mostly at fault, because he is. But at the same time, he's a product of the environment that he grew up in. Parents who don't give a shit, which obviously is the case. So basically what happened is I stitched a black creator. I said the people he was talking about were pieces of shit. It gets taken down for hate speech. Why? Because I, as a white creator, stitched a black creator and said that somebody was a piece of shit. And because the content moderators don't know what their hand from their ass, is that the saying? Foot from their ass? I don't know what the fucking saying is. Then I get taken down for hate speech because they assume I'm talking about the creator. Like, I called him a piece of shit. No, I was calling the parents of the kid pieces of shit. That's not hate speech. That's not harassment and bullying, because I'm talking about a news article. And then, like I said, the other one, where the black gentleman had another black gentleman come on his page and comment on one of his videos, these white people don't like you, and he made a video reply to that. And I added to his video by saying, yeah, we do. We like you. I get taken down for hate speech. It's literally the complete opposite of hate speech. That just proves right there they don't know what the fuck they're doing. They don't pay attention to what the fuck they're doing, especially since they get restored. Because it was literally the exact opposite of hate speech. So this is why I don't believe anytime they take down things for hate speech. Obviously, when they're obviously hate speech, then yeah, but still. But when they take things down of mine like that, no. I don't argue. I don't argue when I get harassment and bullying once, when I've been trolled to the point where I finally say, I'm like, are you that fucking stupid? Or you just troll, something like that. And I get taken down from harassment and bullying. Fine. I'll accept that one, because I crossed the line into what the troll wanted, basically, was to get me angry enough to start calling names. So I have no issue if I get taken down for harassment and bullying in those cases. You know, I'm like, I'll say something like after like 6 or 7 video replies to a video or comments, multiple comments, you know, where I've made myself completely clear, and you're still being an asshole about it, and still trying to keep changing your story to wrap around your point, even though I've proved you wrong time and time and time and time and time and time again. And my story never changed to fit the narrative. So if you get to that point, I get irritated. I'll be like, what, are you stupid? And then I get my video taken down for harassment and bullying. I will not argue with that, because, yeah, sure, whatever. Even though I wasn't harassing and bullying him, the troll was harassing and bullying me. I just felt that I fell into the routine and fell into his trap. Whatever. I'm not going to argue with it, because whatever. I've made my point in my 18 other fucking videos. So, whatever. But when I stitch somebody or duet somebody that's actually literally, you know, harassing, you know, when I'm just calling somebody out for their hypocrisy on shit, and then I get harassment and bullying because the creator didn't like it, that's a different case. Or when I report a literal fake account pretending to be somebody else that the creator actually did too. Donnie Dust, and I'm not sure if you know who he is. Look him up. He's kind of a wild man thing. He can make all these like caveman type stuff. Really cool guy. He makes awesome videos. Survivalist guy. He's awesome. So if you don't know who he is, look him up. Fun videos. Basically makes reply videos. People like, hey, can you make this? He's like, sure. And then he'll sit there and make it. You know, all old prehistoric style. It's really cool. He'll make traps. He'll make knives. He'll make axes. He'll make all kinds of different tools that he can use. He shows you how to start a fire, catch a fish, all this fun, cool stuff. Donnie Dust. DONNY. DUST. On TikTok. Go follow him. It's great. But I came across one of his videos, and I looked down at the name. I'm like, that's not him. So, and you go to the comments, everybody's tagging him. Everybody's tagging him in. And of course, I have no problem people sharing stuff. That's perfectly fine. I don't even care if you repost something that somebody else made, as long as you tag the creator. I don't care. I've had my artwork shared, and it pissed me off because I wasn't tagged. I wouldn't care if you screenshot it and shared it and said artist and put my name on there. I wouldn't give a flying fuck. I'd be like, oh, that's cool. Why? Because they're just a picture of the drawing that I did, or the picture of the painting I did. It's not the actual. It's not like a scan that you can actually go blow up and make a real painting. But I've had one of my pictures stolen. I saw it scrolling through the tagged pictures on Instagram of that person that I drew it of, and I'm just scrolling through. I'm like, oh, there's my picture, because I tagged them too. And I clicked on it, and it wasn't my picture. It was my drawing, but it wasn't my picture from my Instagram. Now the person who shared it didn't say they drew it, but they didn't credit me in there. However, when the celebrity liked it, they said, "Oh my God, thank you for liking my picture." So I jumped on there and said, this is my picture. I drew this. Please tag me in the picture. But of course, I looked the last time that it was actually, when I finally saw it the last time that person was actually on was like 4 years ago. So they shared it a long time ago. So most likely that counts as dead. But still, that kind of pissed me off, seeing my artwork being shared without me being tagged. So, but again, if you tag me, I don't care. So I'm sure Donnie Dust wouldn't have cared sharing his videos as long as he was tagged, so it can go back to him. I reported it multiple times, that account multiple times for pretending to be somebody else, and got no violation found. He reported it multiple times. Literally, Donnie Dust reported somebody using his videos, pretending to be him, and they said no violation. This is why TikTok violations don't mean shit. They just do whatever the fuck they want. So, it's obnoxious. So, yeah. So, anyway, yeah, I've been up for almost 3 hours now. I did have to put some laundry away. Like I said, I checked the other thing. The computer, make sure that was there. And then the rest of the time I just kind of sat around. So, I hate leaving laundry in laundry baskets. I almost threw it all back in the dryer, wet it all down, and threw it back in the dryer so they weren't as wrinkled. But since most of the stuff in there was just basically this shit, I don't really care. Underwear, socks, you know, a couple pairs of shorts that will just flatten themselves out in the drawer. I do not understand what's been going on with Twitch and why my fucking Twitch keeps freezing lately. I have no fucking clue why. It's been doing it like for the past few weeks. Wasn't doing it before. I've been doing this for 16 weeks now. This is my 16th week. And I haven't had an issue, maybe once or twice in the beginning, or every so often, like, you know, but it's been doing it almost every day for the past, like, week or so. And I don't fucking get it. Stupid shit. On top of that, all Instagram and Facebook are giving me notifications saying I'm using copyrighted music when I'm not, because for some reason some foreign company is like trying to claim all this fucking music that is literally on the YouTube audio library under Creative Commons. That I don't have to do anything but put it into a video. And again, live streams are video. Especially because they're being recorded. So then they're also not only video, they're video recordings. So I don't fucking know. So I did notice that when I keep the volume at a certain level, it doesn't have to be like super low. Anyway, did you guys know that Tony, I'm gonna feel really stupid. Tony Dow, that's his name. Yeah, Tony Dow. Tony Dow died. Do you know who Tony Dow is? Tony Dow played Wally Cleaver on Leave It to Beaver. Do you know what Leave It to Beaver is? It's a fun thing. I grew up watching all those old 50s shows, 50s and 60s shows, because they played them on, like, well, we have Channel 55 here, and they played them on Nick at Night and things like that. Leave It to Beaver was a great show. I think the only cast member, the original main cast member left is Beaver. actually Beaver. He's the only one left when we played Beaver. Why is the name not coming in my head? I know his name. I knew it the other day when I looked it up. Before I looked it up. But I'm drawing a blank right now. That's so stupid. I've known his name forever. Jerry Mathers. Yeah. It's literally right in the theme song, in the opening credits. And Jerry Mathers as the Beaver. Yeah, he's the only one left. The dad died in '82. The mom died in, so Ward Cleaver died in '82. June Cleaver died in 2010. Eddie Haskell, I'm getting character names. He died, I think, just a couple of years ago. He was Wally's best friend. So yeah, Hugh Beaumont played the dad. He died in 1982. He was born in 1909, so he was still older. Robert Billingsley, Tony Dow. Ken Osmond, he played Eddie Haskell. He died in 2020. He died 2 years ago. Yeah, they were like the main characters. So he died. Yeah, Tony Dow, Wally Cleaver died 2 days ago. So. Anyway, got 7:45, so we'll be down here by 8:30 the latest, and it's now past 10. And I still have to clean the litter boxes and take the trash out. It's not trash day, but the trash is full. And shower and eat. So, anyway, it is it's Friday, June 29th, July 29th. It's July 29th. Week 16, day 5. I'm thrown off by my videos that I'm making because I just processed week 15, day 5, so I wanted to say it's day 6. So it's week 16, day 5. Abs, back, biceps, part 2. The warm-up, again, it's ab day, so it's the ab jam by Turbo Jam. It's nothing major. It's just kind of a nice ab warm up. And again, if you're just starting out, so it's a decent ab workout. If you haven't done stuff in a long time or never done anything before, I highly recommend the original Turbo Jam series, volume, iteration, whatever you want to call it. The original first DVD set that came out. The other ones, they're okay. I think they're a little more intense, but I don't think the choreography is as smooth as it is in the first one. So, but they work, so I do recommend them. That's a warm up, and then for the abs, we're doing planks, side planks, and the Mason twist or oblique twist. For the back, we're doing behind the neck lat pull down, seated rows, and supported bent over rows. Biceps, we're doing incline bicep curls, incline dumbbell curls, single arm concentration curls, just making more of a isolated, focused movement. Preacher curls and reverse preacher curls for the forearms. That's that. Okay. Also, as a side note, kind of not really a side note, but kind of a main note actually. The ab work is different than the remainder of the workout. Currently we are doing 3 sets of 10 for every muscle group except the abs. Any ab work that requires reps, today that would be the Mason twist, we're doing 3 sets of 30. All the ab work will be 30 reps every time per set, and the sets will change according to how many sets we're doing for the rest of the workout. So if we're doing 1 set, it's 1 set. Doing 2 sets, it's 2 sets. Just the same thing, except the reps don't change with the reps of the rest of them. So 2 of 15, we did 2 of 30. 3 of 10, we're doing 3 of 30, and so on. Which is really going to suck next time because we are going to 5 of 6, which means we are going to 5 of 30. So we're skipping the 4 and going right to 5. And that's not going to be fun. I'll tell you that right now. Also, the ab work is going to be done in superset form, just the ab work. So as opposed to doing all 3 sets of planks, and then all 3 sets of side planks, and then all 3 sets of Mason twists, it'll be planks, side planks, Mason twist, planks, side plank, Mason twist. The planks, we are building up to 2 minutes per set, and the side planks we're building up to 1:30 per set, which I'm not sure how quickly that's going to get there, or if it is going to get there, because we keep adding sets by the time I get close. So adding a whole set with a whole extra time frame of what we're just doing on the other 2 sets kind of just it makes it a little harder to add that extra time. So I might just keep it at 1:30 and 60. That's fine. It's not a big deal. But we'll just see how it goes. If it seems like I can add more, I'll add more. And then after 2 minutes, we might just start adding weight to them. But then again, like I said, we're going from 3 to 5 on the next series, and the next series we're going 5 to 6, and then the next series we're going 6 to 10. So I'm kind of thinking the 1 of 30 and the 1:30, the 1:30, and the 60 seconds, the 1 minute, are perfectly fine where they're at for planks. If you think about it all together, that is 4.5 minute plank of planks, and then 3 minutes on each side. So that's a decent amount. It's not like insanely a lot, but it's a decent amount to do. So I might just keep it there. It just depends. I don't know if I'm going to be increasing it. If I don't increase it by the time, what is this? This is week 16, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So this is 16. We got 2 more weeks after this. If I don't increase it by then, it's probably not going to go up. So again, not a big deal. You do what you can with what you have, and what you can do. You try to do too much, you're liable to hurt yourself. Even if it is just doing planks, you can still hurt yourself. You can cramp out. You won't be able to do things. So, or you just fall out of it because you're doing it too long. And there's nothing wrong with that either, going to failure too. So, but anyway, so yeah. Abs are done in supersets. Timed exercises are timed, obviously, and then the other rep ones are all 30 reps per set, always. And then the rest of the workout is 30 reps per exercise. So every other muscle group, 30 reps per exercise up until the last 6 weeks of this series. Then we do something a little bit different, but the remainder of it is all based off of 30 exercises, 30 reps per exercise. And the abs are 30 reps per set. Now, if you want to go for big bulkiness all across the board, okay, then you can do 30 reps per exercise and just add weight on your abs. So instead of doing 30 crunches per set with, say, 10 pounds across your chest, because that's not where I'm at right now, do 3 sets of 10 on an incline with 20 pounds on your chest. Or do the pull downs, you know, where you got the rope here and you're crunching with weight on the pull down machine. As opposed to doing just regular leg lifts at ankle weights, or do a dip machine and do all the straight up leg lifts that way as opposed to doing it on the floor. Anything else you can do, you can add weight to it, make it harder so you can get big bulky abs. So if that's what you want the Hulk look, you want the bodybuilder look, keep the abs the same as the rest of the workout. 30 reps per exercise, and add more weight. The less reps, the more weight. So, doing it my way, we're going more slim and trim. So we're going more for that V shape as opposed to the big, bulky, look. So, nothing wrong with either one. So whatever you prefer, that's what you can do. But if you want to follow along what I'm doing to get more of that, fitness model, swimsuit model, underwear model, whatever, Adonis look, then do it the way I'm doing. As for what fits for you, obviously. Obviously, you could be doing different weights than me. Different time frames than me on the planks. Maybe 2 minutes for you is fine. A minute and a half is fine for me right now. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm going to refill this water so it's ready to go, and then we'll get started. Oh, if there's anybody on here, anybody watching this that has made it this far, I don't think there's anybody. It says there's one person on Twitch. I don't know if there is or not. Somebody jumped on Instagram. If anybody's watching this on YouTube within a good time frame of today, let me know if you guys do, if anybody does Amazon Flex. Because somehow they signed me up. I signed up for Akron, because that's where I live in, Akron. They told me that there was availability, so I signed up, and next thing you know, I'm in Cleveland. What pisses me off is that when I went to log back in, for some reason I forgot which email I used. And I went to my regular email, they're like, oh, there's positions available in your area in Akron. I'm like, so I start signing up again. I'm like, what the hell's going on? I'm like, so I start signing up again. And I get to the point, I'm like, okay, I go through everything. Get to the point where I put my social security number in, like, oh, that's going to be used. I'm like, what the fuck? So I call them, and I get it straightened out, realize I was using the wrong email. And I was able to log right back in. I said, now, here's the thing. When I was trying to sign up again, because that's what it was prompting me to do, because, probably my fault using the wrong email address, but still, it said there was availability in my area, so can we get me transferred? Oh, there's no availability in your area. It literally said there was. And then it goes off, well, there's availability here, that's the Akron area. I said, no, that's the Youngstown area, that's far, almost farther away. That's actually a little farther away than the closest Cleveland area, which is Solon. So I'm trying to figure out, like, everything's coming up roughly, it's either a little below, up to a little over $20 an hour for the time frame that they offer for the blocks. And it's like, it's very hard for me to justify spending right now about $12 just to drive there and back. So just for me to go to the Solon warehouse, because that's the closest one, or Bedford, they're both right there, roughly the same. To drive from my house to the Solon warehouse and back after I'm done. That's if I'm near the warehouse. 'Cause I could be closer, which would be cool. but I could be farther away, dropping this off. So let's just say, for the sake of argument, that I'm close enough to the warehouse when I drop this thing off, or drop my last order off. It's 3 gallons. It's going to cost me $12 just for the to and from. So that takes away money right there, on top of the gas that I'm going to spend driving around making the deliveries. So I'm already I'm already driving 45-ish miles just the commute, which technically I cannot count that on my taxes, technically, because it's a commute, because I have to go to the location to get what I need to start my job. The commuting miles does not count. Now, when I do DoorDash or Uber Eats or anything like that, or Instacart, it starts in my driveway, because this is my home office. I don't have to drive to the first restaurant, and then my last drop-off. That's not how it works. This is my home base, so this is where I go. Amazon Flex, Amazon home base is where I start at. And I've read things, like I see people, it just seems to be like all over the place on how many miles they drive inside of a block. They'll give you like 40 deliveries, and they drove like 70 miles on some of them. I'm just like, this is sometimes concentrated areas like cities, it's a lot less. And there's a girl around here that she actually switched from Akron to Cleveland, but she DoorDashes down here. But she says she makes a killing up in Cleveland doing it. So I don't know. Anyway, that doesn't matter because I need to work out. Also, I've got to fix my start time on DoorDash again because I can't get my ass down here at a decent time. It's now 11 o'clock. Oh, that's right. I wasn't able to get on for lunch anyway today because for some reason, I'm thinking about it, because my dumb ass likes to forget. It's not even busy anyway. Last night it told me it was busy. Like when I logged out, it's like, you sure you want to log out? There's a high demand for dashers. And I logged out and it was busy. It said busy, but I didn't get an order in over a half hour. And I am in the middle of like 3 areas. There should be no excuse why I don't get orders, especially when I'm running 3 apps. Like I will have DoorDash, Uber Eats, and Grubhub on all at the same time, and I'm getting like no orders. It makes absolutely no sense. There should be something coming in at almost all times. Anyway, before I start ranting about DoorDash on top of everything else I'm ranting about, we're just going to be starting.
This is a great abdominal workout because it's 2 parts, 10 minutes standing, 10 minutes on the floor. You can do 1 part, hopefully you'll do both. Now we're going to start off by reviewing that tuck position. Shoulder blades are back against the wall. Tailbone goes underneath you. This is very important. From the belly button up, you've got great posture. From the belly button down, tailbone's under toward me. You got it? We're going to isolate the abs in every exercise. Let's start by fanning the arms up. We'll warm up the back and the abs. Bring the arms down, flat back, and round it up. Round up the back. Good. Arms up. Bring that down. Flat back. And when you round up, you're already crunching those abs. Let's go center. And tuck. And shake it. Contract. And shake. That's that tuck position. So hold it. And then shake it. Have a good time, all right? Because that's what working out's all about. We're going to take a center. Hold. Bend to your right. Center. Isolate, contract the abs. Again. Squeeze. Now go side. Center. And to the side again. Let's go a little quicker. Here we go. Center, side, center, side. Now, don't just go through the movements. I actually want you to think about what's happening in your abs. Feel those abs getting tight. Feel your ribs moving towards your hips. Squeeze. Let's do another set. Come on down lower if you can. Center, side, obliques. Every time you bend to the side, think six-pack, baby. The kind of a six-pack that looks good in a bathing suit. Squeeze, up, squeeze, up. Nice job, guys. Fan the arms up. Bring it down. That's a little rest for your back. Back is fun. You can take it anytime you need it. Do it again. Arms fan up and down. Flat back. And all the way up. Now, hands on your hips, bend side to side. Got that? So figure out where your rib cage is and bring it toward your hip bone. Hands on your hips. So rather than leaning from side to side, crunch side to side. Okay, come on, guards by your face. Side, side. You can stand up tall if you want, or work the legs at the same time and bring those elbows toward the thighs. Now, what I'm not doing is leaning forward. So we're not here. We're here with the shoulder blades against the wall. Start to circle the arms around. This is a rotation. Yeah. Making a figure eight. Come on, tap those heels. Are you having a good time? That's the best way to work your abs. When you're just kind of dancing, enjoying the music, but feeling those abs get tight. Same thing with the bigger arms. Row, row. Stand up tall in the upper body. Tailbone's underneath. That's the tuck position. That's the secret to all of these exercises that work the core. The tuck helps you isolate the abs and avoid straining your back. Here comes the elbow. Down, then wrap around. Again. Down, wrap around. Good. Down, behind your hip, wrap around. Do it again. Down, behind your hip. Other way. Down, wrap around. Good. Behind your hip bone. Now look, there's someone standing behind you. Down. Little higher. Again, low. Little higher. Let's go to tempo. Right. Right. Good. Other way, baby. Oh, man, you can feel that, can't you? Nice job. Your abs are going to be so tight. Fan it up. Here we go. Deep breath in. Exhale down. Flat back. Round it up, please. Deep breath. Good. Flat back. Round it up. Nice job. Tap it out, guys. All right, guys. I'm going to take you nice wide into that plie stance. Like you're riding a wide horse. Got your hands up nice and wide. This is the wheel, and it's taken from capoeira. We're going to do this 4 times. It is 4, 3, 2. Now hands on your hips. Good job. Now to make it a little easier, you make the wheel smaller. Don't bend as deep together. Okay, you want to do that again? Let's do it. Now hold up a little longer this time. We're going to do 8 of them. Tuck the tailbone underneath. You're in that tuck position. Shoulders are back. Hands on your hips. Good. And think of this as a side crunch. It's not leaning to the side. It's crunching to the side. Let's go right, left. Right, left, and then together. Again. The wider you take your arms, the more intense this is for your abdominals. So be ready for it. Again. Let's go the other way. Let's make those abs nice and flat. Bending to the side really works the obliques. Now if you need a visual, just imagine that you're about to go into a cartwheel. So you want to bend to the side. Good. Now let's alternate. Go to the right. And together. Now go to your left. Oh, yeah. You feel it? Shoulders are back, right? Tailbone tucked underneath. You're doing awesome. Can you keep going? I know you can. Let's do it again. Right, left, right. Other way. Right. Beautiful. Do it again. Right, left, right. Come on, tailbone under. You're almost there, baby. Here we go. We're gonna row. Big arms. Row like you're rowing a giant canoe. Stay right. Good. Stay right again. Arms. Now I want you to put your sword away. That's it. Powerful warrior. Other way, baby. Put it away. Good. Lean back a little bit. Squeeze your glutes. Work those abs. Tighten and tone the midsection. We're going to the right. Now back to your left. Oh man, you can feel that in your obliques. Your rectus abdominis muscles right down the center of your abs. One more time. Get ready, guys. We're going to punch. Right, left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Zigzag, lift your hip. All right? Focus on lifting your hip, not your knee. Crosses. Zigzag, lift that hip. Nice job. Cut that in half. 1, 2, lift the hip. Lift. If you think about lifting that hip, you are going to tighten up your obliques. Think of the knee as just kind of coming along for the ride. You got it. Come on, baby. Last one. Take the back flat. Round it up. Do it again. Flat back. You can do this anytime you need a little break. Flat. Round it up. Last time. Then we're going to cross, starting with your left hand. Left hand, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Zigzag, lift your hip. Oh. Do you feel it? Lift your hip bone. Bring your hip bone to your rib cage. That's nice. Do it again. Yes. Perfect. Now cut that in half. 1, 2, left. 1, 2. Crunch. Crunch. Look down at your hip. Crunch. There you go. Crunch. Crunch. You feel it? All right. Shake and shake, baby. Shake it. Oh, nice. This is a great way to really trim your waistline. Don't give it too much thought. Just have fun. Step into the music. It'll happen naturally. There is no right or wrong way to do this. Now squat. Down and lift. Down. Got your W over here. Remember that position. Good. This elbow comes behind the hip. Nice. Squeeze. Squeeze. Singles. Down. Up. Up. Now if you want, you can tap that toe down. When you've got your balance, hold it up. Lift. 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 Want to go the other way? Okay. Down. Lift. Down. Lift. Good. Take a look at your imaginary opponent. Show them how tight your abs are, baby. Show them off. Here we go, singles. Down. Lift. 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 Yeah, come on. Balance, baby, balance. We can do it. Hold on to it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Go. Tight abs. Lift it up, bam. And down. Nice job. Flat back. Good job. Do that again. That's a nice little break for your back, for the abs. Flatten it out. Round it up. All right, tap it out. That's it for your standing abs. I want you to grab a mat or a towel, bring it back to the floor. We'll do some ab work on the floor. That's awesome stuff for Turbo Jam. Nice job, you guys. Great job. We're going to take some of those exercises that you did in the standing routine and bring it down to the floor. So go ahead and lay back. Get comfortable. Take your feet shoulder width apart and your hands, I would say, right next to your hips. And we're going to begin this exercise from your belly button down and just the tuck. Here we go, tuck. Tuck and release. Tuck and release. And everything we do, you can modify it. So if it doesn't feel right, you can modify by watching Mindy or by watching Anarita. They'll show you how to make the exercises just a little easier until you build the strength you want. Let's crunch. Hands behind the head, making sure that you're not pulling on the neck. Your neck should be relaxed. Your hands are a light touch behind the head. Good. 4 more. 2 more times. Try to keep your head elevated the whole time. And we'll go right into a single leg stretch. Right leg. And switch. Good. Head is lifted, shoulders are lifted. Again. Now let's go to singles. Ready? Press that knee away. Adding the resistance is really going to work those abs. Of course, you can put your hands behind your head anytime you need to. Now lock up and do elbows, side to side. Another way to make this easier is to take your legs straight up to the sky. The lower you take the legs, the harder it is. Most advanced, arms side to side. Good. Wave your hands in the air like you just don't care. Come on. Work those abs, baby. Good job. Do 4 more. Let's go. 4. Good. 3. We can make it. Then we do our leg drops. I love this exercise. Legs all the way up. Drop to one side. We're going to roll up slow and control. Roll back slow. Legs back to center. Good. Do it again. Other side. Roll. Lift. Control is the key. You're going slow and you have total control. And now we bring it up a little bit quicker. Here we go. Up, touch, roll back, center. Drop, roll up, roll back, center. Another set, come on. Up, lift, roll back, center, over, lift. Good, now we go to crunches, guys. Here we go. Lift and back. Head and shoulders lifted up off the floor. These are 2 counts or singles. Now we slow it down just a little bit. Up slow. 1, 2, hold it, and back. It is never too late to get the abs that you want. It really means just watching your diet, making sure that you're eating healthy food, you're doing your cardio, as well as your ab routine. All right, last one. Let's take a little break. Arms reach over your head. Legs reach out nice and long. Don't go anywhere though, we're not done. That's just a little stretch and you can take that anytime you need it. Okay guys, you ready? Walk your hands up the legs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now lift the knees. And then slide or walk it back down. Good, walk it up. Now you're not sitting all the way up. Maybe 35, 45 degrees so that you're really feeling your abs, not your hip flexors. Good, do that again. And this time, you can lift the arms as an option. That's more advanced, so you can keep the hands behind the knees if you want. Walk it back. Yeah, baby. Can you do it again? Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, and lift. 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 Walk it back. All right, next time we're going to snake it back. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, lift. Lift. And you're wondering what the snake is? We'll show you. Ready, guys? Oh yeah, come on, walk it up. Hey, hey, hey. Hook, hook, snake it back. All right, guys, stay here. Bring the knees all the way up, hands behind your head. And I want you to bend to the right. Bend to the left. Good, now go to singles. Here we go. Side, side. Head and shoulders are elevated. Remember, you're bringing your heels toward the elbows. Your knees and the lower leg are sealed together. And lift. And lift. Come on. Bend to the side. Okay. Don't go anywhere. Stay on one side only. Tuck. Tight. You're bringing your heels towards your elbow. You feel that? Oh my gosh. Right there in the obliques, baby doll. Switch and go the other side. Hang on. You're almost home. Do it. Lift. Lift and go obliques. Think tight, flat abs. Oh yeah, you made it. Stretch it out, arms overhead. That was awesome. Oh my gosh, you're gonna feel that tomorrow. Good job, guys. Stretch it out. Okay, guys, let's bring the feet in. Shoulder distance apart. And we're gonna start with cross punches, just like we do in our turbo gym workout. A little cross punches, and then a zigzag. Not all the way up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and back. Okay, join me. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Small zigzag. Try to keep your head and shoulders up. Crossing and zigzag. Do it again. You can keep hands behind your neck if you need to. Just like that. Small crosses across. Now the same thing, but let's lift up a little higher. 1, 2, 3, 4, and back. Or you can stay where you are. Just like Mindy and Anarita are showing you today. Working those abs, stop bringing the shoulders up off the floor. One more time. Good, now the right knee is lifted. Let's go across. Across and back. Hold the knee steady. And lift by leaning with your shoulder, not your elbow. That's a cue that will really help you focus on the obliques as opposed to doing just the elbow across. Hey, I know what cheating looks like, guys. Now lift to the center, crunch. Lift. Good. Head and shoulders stay up. Get that tailbone tucked up underneath. Other side, left knee now. Across with your shoulder. Let the elbow follow behind. Lift. Yeah, baby. All right, back to center. Crunch. Oh. There it is. Make sure that the abs are nice and flat. Tailbone tucked underneath. Belly button in. Give me 4 more. 4. Nice. 3. Keep it tight. 2. Nice. Now we're going to go right and left. Right and lift the opposite knee. How's that feel? You got a little bit of a burn going on yet? Okay. Give me 4 more. 2 more. That's nice. All right, feet together. And we're going to tuck elbows in. Tuck. Good. Crunch. Bring your elbows to touch the inside of the knees. Oh, that works. Lift your hips up off the floor. Lift. Almost there. Lift. Come on, 2 more. Last one. Good. Hands behind the knees. Roll all the way up. Face me. Hi. All right, guys. Now toes on the floor if you want to keep this nice and simple. Fingertips to the side. We go to the right. Right and center. Left and center. Now, I want you to lean back slightly. So you are behind those 2 bones, which we call the sits bones, and you're on the fleshy part of your hips, back on the derriere. Nice. Now we're going to do this with a little pulse to the right, then center. Good. To the left, and center. Take a break if you need to, or keep going. Side, center. Good. Do it again. Left, center. Oh, can we do one more set? Can you do it? Stay with us. You're doing awesome. It's going to pay off. I promise you that. You're going to have nice flat abs, a 6-pack to show off in your bathing suit. Hold it. Last set. Come on, guys. You can do it. Hang in the last one. Back to center. Hands behind your knees. Round back and away. Lift all the way up. Swing your legs around. Come all the way down to your hips. Good. Now just press up, stretching the abs, or all the way up into up dog. Oh my gosh, that feels so dang good. Shoulders are down away from your ears. Knees down, press all the way back. Child's pose. Hey, that was a nice job. I hope you enjoyed.
Wish you did. And my Twitch froze again in the middle of me doing that last thing. I can tell by the way I'm sitting. It's fucking ridiculous why this thing keeps fucking freezing like this. Why is... I don't want to add 3 people to my broadcast. I'm fucking tired of doing that. Stupid Twitch. Gotta keep fucking restarting my Twitch. Anyway.
Powering on. Welcome to All Tech Wednesday.
Shouldn't have to keep restarting this thing like that. Alright, anyway, so again, the ab work is going to be in superset form, so it'll be planks, side planks, mason twist, planks, side planks, mason twist, planks, side planks, mason twist. So I'm going to move everything I need down here so I don't got to get back up. And I can just go right through them. And then the rest of the work, the back and the biceps, will be regular set form. So set 1, set 2, set 3. Move on to next exercise, set 1, set 2, set 3, etc. etc. Alright, so first, before I turn the music on, just make sure I know. You can use a clock, not a big deal. I was using a clock, I just don't like to, because I'll forget what time I started it. I'll be like, did I start at the 45 mark or did I start at the 15 mark? I never remember. I do, but I'm like, I confused myself because I was thinking about something different. So I got these little egg timers. They're like 2 for $6. I do utilize both of those. So I set 1 for planks and 1 for the side planks, and then I use them for my intervals. Which, by the way, every exercise other than the abs has an interval in between sets. So I set these for the time frame, a minute, and I add 15 seconds. So that way I can push the button and get myself situated, not to worry about trying to push and start, you know. But then again, it's not a big deal. I can just start it, get into position, and then sit there for an extra 2 seconds, you know. But so I'll set 1 for a minute 15, and another for a minute 45. I get 1 for the planks, 1 for the side planks. Don't have to worry about changing it. You just start and stop. Yeah, and then currently right now the planks have no weight attached to them, so I don't need any weight for that. The mason twist, I do have, I'm using a 3-pound weight for the twist part. The twist. I know it's not a lot, but it is still extra than nothing. So, if I was doing nothing, I'm sure nobody would even bat an eye at that. But you add like a couple pounds, you know, they're like, oh, you really use a couple pounds. I saw a video, and I don't know if the Joey Swole stitched it or not, but I saw a video. It was a girl using a bar, I think she was using a 45-pound bar or something, I'm not sure, at the gym, and she added 5 pounds. She put 2.5 pounds on each side. And somebody filmed her making fun of her. She goes, that's almost more embarrassing than using just an empty bar. You do realize that somebody who hasn't worked out forever can do a 45-pound, 50-pound bench press. It's not really that big of a deal. Even myself, when I started back up, I used this empty 20-pound bar. And obviously, the more reps you use, the less weight is required to get a good workout. So. There's nothing wrong with using light weights, so never be embarrassed by using light weights because somebody at the gym is bigger than you and they're using heavier weights. You know, if you can't pick up those weights, there's no reason you can try. You gotta remember, they started somewhere too. There was a time where they couldn't pick up those weights either. So just remember that when someone tries to, you feel embarrassed. Who cares if somebody tries to make fun of you? But if you feel embarrassed because you think somebody's going to say something or think something, that's the problem. Is we're worried about what other people think, or what we think other people think, over just getting things done that need to be done, and doing what we can. Because you'll never get to where you want to be if you don't do what you can first. So, yeah. Michael Phelps didn't start out in the Olympic swimmer. Dominique Doss. Whatever. Yeah, you don't start out doing everything perfect. You have to start somewhere. So if that means starting with a pink weight, start with a pink weight. If that means starting with an empty barbell, start with an empty barbell. It means starting with turbo jam videos, start with turbo jam videos. Okay. It's so sad that we care more about what we think people will think nowadays. Yeah, listen to all this hate speech I'm spewing. Isn't it horrible? All this hateful things, hateful behavior that I spew in my lives. So mean of me to be so positive and reassuring and motivating. It's so hateful. Hey, you want to say I have bitter behavior? Sure. That's fine. Alright, I think that should be a good volume. Not as loud as I want it to be, but I think that'll keep these two from fucking turning off on me due to fake copyright violations. Hopefully Twitter will stay on this. Twitter, whatever the fuck it's called, Twitch is called, stay on this time. Alright, so starting with, again, planks, side planks, Mason twist. Okay, first set, 0 weights. 30. That's the same. Next set. Side planks. seconds. Keep that the same. Alright. Basin twists. 3 pounds. This is not the move. Even if your leg's up, this is not the move. You need to actually twist your core. Or else you're just doing pointless exercise. First set, 3 pounds, 30 reps. We'll stay the same for the next set. Three pounds is more than you think it does. All right, round 2. Accidentally hit the minute button instead of the start button. Okay, second set. 0 weight. 30. Definitely not changing. Side planks. is not fun. Just saying. It's supposed to be fun, wouldn't be called work. It'd be called fun out. Okay, second set, 0 pounds, 60 weight. It's gonna stay the same. No surprise there. I still got another set after this. Okay, basic twist. 3 pounds again. We'll start with the right side this way. Okay, second set, 3 pounds, 30 reps. It will stay the same. Okay. One more set.
Okay, that's it. Maybe 30, and it's definitely not budging. Side planks. Okay, third set, 2 weights, 60 seconds, stay the same. Alright, Mason twist. That's it. That breeze. Am I still on twist? Okay, we'll start left side again. Okay, third set. 3 pounds, 30 reps.
And stay in the same too. Okay, so abs are done. We move on to back after I go to the bathroom. Did this the exact same time last week too. I know because I just edited the video last time. Wow, Rich is still running. That's cool. Okay, so on the back. Kind of good timing. Alright, so behind the neck, lat pull downs. Last week we did 85, 90, 90. And we're keeping it 90 for the first set. 45 on the side. What am I doing? What am I doing? Five, 50, 60, 70, 90. And again, I'm going to stress, keep your back straight, just lean your head forward a bit. You don't want to be all out like this. Bend over like that. Straight back. Just behind your neck. Just lean your head forward. And that's really just to make sure you don't snap the back of your head. So that way your arms are where they're supposed to be, not back here. You're hyperextending your shoulders and stuff.
Every word I move, so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patent it. Being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tractions and that's getting slow, skipping fast like a roast, like a gas.
I didn't like those last few. I mean, they still they were supposed to, but a couple of them were like just, yeah. I had a little hard to get down to my neck. So I'm just going to stay. Alright, first set 90 pounds, 10 reps. We'll keep it 90 for the second set, see where it's at. And
We might take it up to third, but I don't know yet. Alright, so again, intervals in between sets 1 and 2 and 2 and 3. Doing jogging in place. Okay, second set, same weight. New to clock. Wow. Yeah, I can keep that where it's at. Okay, second set, 90 pounds, 10 reps. We'll stay there for the third set. Yeah, it's supposed to be jogging in place, but buzzing all over your back and forth. Okay, that's that same weight. Okay, so 90 pounds, 10 reps, and that will stay there for next week. Kind of hoping to take it up at least 5 pounds, but yeah, that isn't gonna happen. All right, anyway, seated rows. So moving from the top to the bottom of that machine. We did 125, 130, 130. We're keeping it at 130. Hopefully, see the issues of last week on the table. Is going to be 65 on each side. If I were to put the 5 or 2.5 on the inside, it won't have this clanging thing when it hits up here. What did you write about that? 50, 100, 110, 120. 125. Always double check weights. Oh, you might have the wrong weight. You might have it lopsided. I didn't have it lopsided. I had it the wrong weight. 50, 100, 110, 120, 125, 130. Alright, first set, 130. And again, not like this. Back straight. Back. weight person. Probably not there anymore. Whatever. Alright, first set, 130. 10 reps. Keep it there for the second set. And jumping jacks. I believe. Yeah. Okay, second set, same weight. Okay, second set, 130. 10 reps. And we'll stay there again. For the last set. last set, same way. I forgot to turn it on. Okay, last set 130, 10 reps. It'll stay there for next week. I have a feeling I'll probably take it up next week though. Alright, so I'm going to strip this machine down. Then we'll do supported rows or bent over rows. Call it what you want, same thing. Alright. You can do this on the bench, you can do them bent over, resting on your knee. Do it on a cable machine. You have one that works for it. That could probably work for it. I know that one does, but this machine does. Kind of like the one I should have gotten, $100 more as a cable coming out the center, and I could have just been here and done this. It's the exact same move. And then again, I don't think I get the same range if I had to stand here. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. So that, bottom of the cable, pull back that way. Obviously there's machines that have adjustable cables, you can do that. Do it like this. I do it on bench. Because that's how I do it. Clovis, I remember joining from watching the workouts. I know he's probably not there anymore. Jennifer Kevlin. I'm saying everybody's name out loud online. I think I know who that is. I think. I don't know who Gio is. But none of y'all there anymore. It doesn't matter. I know that those two on Facebook are. Popped in on Facebook. Anyway, so we did 37, 40, and 42 last week. We're keeping it at 42. So just need the 2-pound wrist weights and a 40-pound. I'm gonna go to 45. I gotta make one. I hate making dumbbells. Okay, so 42. Yeah, everybody's watching it. Watched before. I do in-betweeners, in-between weights, because it helps you push more weight quicker than having to sit there and wait and add an extra 5 pounds. So that's per side. I do 2.5-ish, 2 to 3 pounds per side, as opposed to that. But so I'll add 5 pounds on a barbell, 2 to 3 pounds on a dumbbell, 5 pounds in that machine. 2 to 3 pounds on a dumbbell. Makes sense. So if you have that option available, it does help you push more weight faster. Because you can up it in between. You do the in-betweens, not have to wait. You're like, oh, you know, you do 10, you do the 10, I can do a little more. And then, you know, you do 2 or 3 more reps to make up for it. And then finally you fail. So I can bump it up. So you grab 45, and you can only get 3 or 4 out. You got to go back down to the 40 to get your 10 in. This way, you can go, you get your 10 in, you go your 40, you go, oh, I can get 40, I can get 10, 12, 13 on there before I fail. So I go up to 42, and I can just get to that 9, and barely give it a quick little break, and then I can pop the 10 out. And then another week later, 2 weeks later, you're up to 45. You know, you're still pushing more weight. So use in-betweens if you can. Wherever you can. If they're available. You can buy them online. You can buy 1 1/4 pound dumbbell plates online if you need to. Which I might do. Because that'd be cheaper than buying these big bulky, these big ones. And then I can use these more sturdy dumbbell bars than these hollow ones over here that weigh very little, that only have plastic twist-ons. I can use the metal ones that weigh about 2.5 pounds, get those 1 1/4 plates, put them on the side, and then I will have the weight it's supposed to be. So like these 17.5s right here, they're 15 pounds worth of plates on a 2.5-ish pound bar. It's an ish, 2.5-ish pound bar. I buy those 1 1/4 plates, I put 2 on there, now it's 20 even. So I can make up for the weight of the bar by bumping it up with the 1 1/4 plates. But then I don't have to use these ones that I'm kind of iffy on with higher weights. Anyway, I'm wasting time. Okay, so again, I want to stress on these like I do every week. The exercise is not this, not the exercise. That is a shoulder and or tricep exercise only. You're not going to work your back. We're doing back. Alright. So if you go down too far though, so if you come down like this, you're like, okay, doing these things, you're really twisting your obliques. So you're doing more of an oblique exercise. I always suggest that you start here, where you would do this long, and then just drop your shoulder. Okay? That kind of keeps you from twisting your obliques, twisting your back this way, to help you stop turning your body completely. And it kind of helps you force, if you pull back this way, okay? I'm pulling back, looks like I'm pulling with my shoulder, I'm shrugging my shoulders, but I'm pulling with my back to get that up. So, and yes, this is a compound exercise. You will feel it in your shoulder, you will feel it in your tricep, you will feel it in your oblique, okay? But, again, the goal is to focus on the back, not those other ones. So, just like anything else, you do a bicep exercise, you're going to feel it in your forearms, okay? Doesn't mean it's a forearm exercise. Or a bench press, okay? It's a chest exercise, but you're going to feel it in your shoulders and your triceps as well. Same concept. So, start here, drop the shoulder, and then start to pull with the back. So, here, and there. Also, there is this is a single-sided exercise, so there's no interval. Did I say they all had intervals? I did, didn't I? This one does not have intervals. This one and the concentration curls do not have intervals. They are both single-sided exercises. So the rest break, this side is getting its rest break while I work out this side. The whole point of the intervals, well, one, it's extra cardio, obviously, but the whole point of the intervals is to utilize the rest break. Since my left side, I'm utilizing my right side rest break by doing the left side. There's no interval needed. That's
in the game, that's my name. Check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change. Possessed by the
okay, first set, 42 pounds and reps. I'm going to keep it there for the second set. I think I can go up, but not quite feeling it. Like if I go up, I feel like I'm going to be, using way too much of the other muscles that I was saying is not for, to assist in getting up the 45. So we're going to keep it at 42 for this set. See how this one feels. If it feels like the last one, then we'll bump it to 45 for the last set. But it's like anything else, and it's harder, then we'll keep it at 42.
I just wanna be iconic, sipping on a gin and tonic, got me going off when I'm on this topic, yeah. If I ever can, I want it, you know that I'm always honest. Stay away from those who are toxic, keep them out your face, no way, you don't want it, yeah. Don't try to drain my energy, the enemy is everything. It's mentally, unhealthily, spreading like a weird disease, but I won't let it get to me. I don't need your therapy, I can leave a legacy of bleeding by intensity. Come on, you can fight this, freedom is priceless, spread just like a virus, living in a crisis. Do you feel courageous? Do you see greatness? Trust me, you can take it, go on and take your aim. Take you lost, nowhere to stop, we will not change the past. We got my foot on gas, never stop competing. If you bring the past, this life's gonna be a big mistakes real fast, then you're right out of it. If you take off the cash, you can see all the healing, the things in the past. Move on from the pain, put your foot on the gas, don't never stop competing.
I really wish I could take my lawnmower. It just reminded me. I could take my lawnmower up a couple more notches. Like when you, the main day you have, like, you know, something like I guess a lot of people do on Saturdays or Sundays. You know, it always seems the day that I take off to do it, pours down rain for 2 days beforehand. Since we got every week it's done the exact same thing, gotten too high. I would love to take it up a few notches. Just to not have it so clumpy in the bag. And then go back over and take it down one more notch. Next week, the next week, the next week. Of course, now it's starting to slightly get cooler. You know, it shouldn't, because it's just now the start of summer. No, that was last month. June 27th. Yeah. So it's the middle of summer. Shouldn't be getting colder. It seems to be cooling down. Anyway, that one, that side. Right side, I'm like, yeah, I can go up. Yeah, just barely. I'm like, yeah, I can probably go up. Left side, though, I'm like, those last two are like, you know, it's gonna be the norm so far. Whatever we did the last set, we'll be doing the entire set. Last set of the, you know, last week, doing the entire exercise this time. So far, did 30 all 3 sets, 60 all 3 sets, 3 pounds all 3 sets, 90 all 3 sets, 130 all 3 sets, and 42 all 3 sets so far. Orange Biceps is going to follow suit. Alright, last set, same way.
Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see me. Did what I had to do just to feed me. And what was left over I put towards my dreaming. But the only thing in life that has meaning are the things you gotta work for, believe me. Take it to your hands and plan your own hands can land your own branding down. I feel like no one takes accountability. They want the credibility convincingly. I'm willing to put in the hours it takes to get some power. Don't be weak and sour. Take a cold shower. Scream until you're louder. Work until you're prouder. And call the doubters. They're just young downers. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. Off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. But it's not what it seems, man, it's hard to be seen. When everybody wants to be king, yeah, they all wanna win, yeah, we all wanna be free. So show me what you got, what you bring, how you fight in the ring, how you take a fucking swing. Do you got heart, are you mean, got some scars, got some needs, are you willing to...
I think I might do that. I think I might order those 1 1/4. I was gonna do that. But I was like, I'll just use these. That was before I was even close to using the 40s. You know, I was 15s. I was just starting to use, I think, the 15s. My next increment was 20. So I was like, then I realized that these weighed about 2.5 pounds. So if I put 15 pounds of plate weights on a 2.5 pound bar, I had my in between. So I went from 3 to 5 to 8 to 10 to 12 to 15, and I'm done with 5s. But now that I'm above the 40s, again, I have these here, but I only have 3 plastic twist-ons. Other than that, I have to use these quick clamps, which are great. They're great. They hold just fine. We're gonna have to do something like a skull crusher. I don't trust it, not to slide off. They're great to hold it in place sideways, no issue with that. Or I have little quick butterfly clamps. That's what they're called, butterfly clamps. I don't trust those ones to stay in place either. I mean, I trust them a little more to stay in place than those ones. They're just obnoxious. But again, on a twist bar, or even a regular bar, I'm not going to trust them to do a dumbbell skull crusher. If that weight's heavy enough, it's going to, I can see it sliding that whole thing off. So the twist ones, it would actually have to somehow spin it off for it to do that. So I trust that a hell of a lot better. I would still much rather have a hex dumbbell, a rubber coated hex dumbbell. I need 45s and 50s, but I cannot afford them. I could probably, I technically can't afford paying $20 for those 1 1/4 because this fucking DoorDash shit's not fucking paying any money anymore. I went out Wednesday night, and in 2 hours, I made $30. And a lot of people are like, well, that's $15 an hour, minus my gas. Which is probably roughly about a gallon, 2 gallons, not even that. But still, let's say it's a gallon and a half, that's about $6. So I made $25 on my plus my vehicle that requires maintenance and shit. So. Now that's a night, that's an evening shift. I have this whole thing tracked. I have this whole thing tracked all last year, the last half of last year, all this year,
Up until a few months ago, the evenings was averaging about $30 an hour, 30 to 32 bucks an hour. For me to only average out about $15 an hour, it's half as much. All through the day, if I was out from 11:30 to 10:30, I would average about somewhere between $20 and $25 for the day, depending if it was a busy day. If it was a slow day, I'd be around a bad day, me working 10 hours, a bad day, I made $17 an hour before class. That's a bad day. That's almost a good day right now. And that's with having Instacart. I mean, there's still days, like Sundays, I think are still, right now, are pretty good, but I don't know. But nobody wants to hire somebody who spent the last 3 years doing DoorDash and Grubhub and Uber Eats and Uber. Last set, 42 pounds, 10 reps. I'm going to stay there for Monday, or next Friday. Alright, so on to biceps. We need the bench for everything for this. Alright, so starting with incline bicep curls. So, obviously that would be a regular bicep curl. You'd be straight up and down. First, that's still regular bicep curl. There, we're there. No lower. You're going to be like hyperextending your shoulders, and it's going to be too much pull on there. You're going to risk injury and tearing muscles in a bad way. I always do my incline to 45. You're right in between. There's really anything wrong with that. So. Alright, so we did last week, we did 27 all the way through. We're keeping it at 27. So I need the wrist weights again. And 25. This one I already played, I think. I'm just trying to remember what this fucking song sounded like. Alright. So again, I want to stress this is not a curling exercise. By that I mean you're not curling your arm like this. Okay. It's not that's the shoulder. That's the shoulder. Okay, this is going to be here. It's just straight up and down, right there. You want to keep your elbow or your arm, your bicep extended. That's the whole purpose of this. So we're going to keep it hanging here, dangling here. All right. Now I do a twist from a hammer to a straight curl, hammer to supinated curl, on the way up. You can do that if you want. You don't have to. I do it mainly because it helps get it past the leg, and whatever stuff like that. I recommend doing this alternating as opposed to single-sided or double-sided. Helps you keep the arm from swinging and using momentum, especially since you're not watching it. You really can't watch your arm that way. At least when you're alternating, when you're doing left side, the right one comes to a rest, the right one, the left one comes to a rest. just helps get a better feel for it. Okay, first set, 27 pounds. And then we're doing intervals too. So here, so your arms are dangling all the way down, and that's the move right there. The problem with leaning forward is it kind of brings your shoulders forward too. I just noticed that too. That's my fault. So as here, it helps keep the arms stretched out, which makes it harder. Okay, so if I was doing this, I kept doing this, I'd be like, yeah, I would take it up to 30. As soon as I did this, and let my arms dangle where they're actually supposed to, and they're still dangling nicely, there is nothing wrong with this. This just helps give you that extra little bit of stretch you're supposed to have. So, yeah. So, that extra little bit of stretch is not actually really a lot harder. So, first set, 27 pounds. Remember, after keep it 27 pounds. The next set, I'm going to pretend like we're skipping rope. Okay, second set, same weight.
Okay. Oh, what's going on there? That was the last couple of like. And again. Then again. And again, last week, I was kind of had my head forward, which pulled my shoulders forward, which made it a little bit easier because I was sitting more upright than I was leaning backwards. Makes sense. Okay. So yeah, it's going to stay the same. Okay, last set, same way. I hit a plateau where I finally hit the numbers that I should be at. I think that's what it was. Finally up where I need to be. I don't think it's a plateau because I kind of just surpassed a lot of the weight that I was using like 8 years ago, so and just a couple years ago when I tried to start again. So I had it written down. You know, I was doing it here with my son. I had that written down. I have what I did last year, 2 years ago, written down. But really, the one I did compare it to is 8 years ago, and I think about 3-4 years ago when I worked out with my son. 4 years ago, when he came over. I think I just surpassed those because those were what I was doing 3 of 10. The reverse pyramid for those ones. So I think I just surpassed the last week or so what I was doing then. So I think I'm just hitting a peak right here. So it's not a plateau. It's I wouldn't say it's a peak because then the peak comes back down, right? So it's not. I guess it would be kind of a plateau, but I don't know. I don't think it's like a plateau as in a bad way. I think it's like a plateau, and I'm finally up to a weight that's going to work well for a bit, as opposed to being stuck. Anyway, last set, same weight.
grinding.
Alright, so last set, 27 pounds, 10 reps. We'll stay there for next week. Okay, so concentration curls. And this is single-sided, so no interval needed. So we did last week 20, 22 and a half, 22 and a half, keep 22 and a half. And it's easy enough to just take off a couple. One weight. And do that. Okay, so 22 and a half. So 20 pounds on a 2.5 pound bar. Alright, so okay. This is just basically going to be right in the pocket of your thigh there. And then just straight up and down. Try to avoid wiggling your arm, try to avoid doing all this. Okay, if you have to occasionally, like last one, you're like, ah, plus the weight is going to make your leg move anyway, but you try your best to keep it steady. That will help concentrate the movement. Alright, first set, 22 and a half, 10 pound, what? 22 and a half pounds, 10 reps. It's going to stay the same. Just thinking, kind of zoned out there while I was doing those. Genetics kind of sucks. My dad, 6'2", big bone. His calves, one of his calves, with my thigh. Again, he was very, very fat for the longest time. He had to lose a lot of weight. Massive hands, wore a size 12. All three of his brothers, pretty much the same. I think, I don't know if John's watching this or not, he's the only one left of him. But he's about 6 foot-ish, a little on the skinnier side. And then their older brother, Bob, that was, I think, taller. Maybe, I don't know, I never met him. And then my Uncle Jim, who, if he didn't have polio, was probably almost identical to my dad. A couple years younger. Looked like him, sounded like him. Then you take my mom's side. She's 5'1". Her dad was 5'7". Yeah. I should be like 6'1", 6'2". I know that has something to do with that, but, you know, just saying. Anyway, second set, same weight. The other thing I was thinking about is that if you were the popular kid in high school, one of the popular kids in high school, and your favorite character on Stranger Things is Eddie, or any of the main characters, you probably owe some people an apology. Just saying. You probably thought the same shit that they were thinking about them. Oh, they're devil worshippers. Oh, they're weird. Oh, they're just, ooh, they're, yeah. You did the same thing. Just saying. Because even though I wasn't one of the popular kids, I kind of did the same thing. Then I got to know people. And then I could hang out with anybody. Because I realized that everybody's not this facade that they put on in school. Or what they look like. I could sit at the stoners table, I could sit at the geeks table, I could sit at the dorks table, I could sit at the popular kids table, I could sit at the jocks table. Wasn't always welcome at all those different tables. I'm saying. I could talk to anybody. I could sit with anybody. Not a problem with it, because I knew everybody was, on some level, had some normalcy to it. And everybody everybody, on some level, had some weirdness to it. So. I'm not saying I was the best non-judgy person ever, but I wasn't. Still not. But I'm just saying, being specific, if you were the popular kid in high school, your favorite character is Eddie on Stranger Things, you owe somebody an apology. Man, that last little spiel thing was kind of hateful of me, wasn't it? Picking on popular kids. That's hateful. Standing up for the little guy. That's hateful. Anyway, 22 and a half, 10 reps, and stay there for the last set, even though I took an hour to do that one. I'm gonna go off on a tangent and tell stories. Okay, last set, same weight.
Nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see me. Did what I had to do just to feed me. And what was left over I put towards my dreaming. But the only thing in life that has meaning are the things you gotta work for, believe me. Take it to your hands, I'm playing your own hands and land your own brand and down. I feel like no one takes it.
I also think this is so far, this might end up being the only time I've had the same weight all the way through the entire time on every exercise. Obviously, same weight per exercise on every exercise. 22 and a half, 10 reps, and I'll stay there. I mean, like, ending last time, the entire time this time, and starting for next time. 2 exercises left, but I gotta pee again because there's a lot of water. Creatine and lots of water. Okay. Alright, preacher curls are next. Okay. Alright, so last week we did 50, 55, 60. We're keeping it at 60. And then we'll do Heisman-ish moves. Here. I could have just threw a 50-pound on there. I think I'm using 50 today. Yeah. Ooh, so we're on the reverse curls. We're not starting with what we ended with. That's kind of cool. It's the only exercise today that we'll be doing that isn't what we ended with last time. So there's a bit of a difference. Alright, 25, 50, 60, right? Yeah. About 5 or 6, I was like, yeah, finally, we're going to take some help. Okay, first set 60, 10 reps. We'll stay at 60, next set. Probably push that some. Okay. Still not really that far back. Yeah, you don't gotta go on all out on the Heisman and shit, but you know. Okay, you don't have to do anything, you can do this. Whatever you want to do. I just call them Heismans because they kind of sort of look like Heisman boots. Okay, second set, same weight. Now see, I wouldn't mind using the 50 pounder on here for this, but I'm going to wrap my legs around messing with that shit. So. It's that big one's in the lane with the leg curls and the leg extensions. It's not really in the way, but it's in the way getting into position, so it's kind of obnoxious. More inconveniently obnoxious than anything else. Okay, second set, 60 reps. Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I meant, right? Second set, 60 pounds. And it will stay that way for the third one. Okay. I started the warm-up video at 11. This is not horrible. If I'd shut the fuck up, I'd be done by now. Okay, last set, 60 pounds, 10 reps, and it will stay there. So again, so far the only change from the rest of the routine that we're having is that reverse curls are going up. So we did 45 in all 3 sets last time. We're going to 50 this time. And let's see how this goes. I'm not dripping sweat. Did I spit on it? There's a little bit of my mustache water. Alright, first set, reverse curls, 50 pounds. Only difference is, instead of here, we're here, and it works the outer forearms as opposed to the biceps. That needs washed. Yeah, that needs washed. That just makes sense, you know. I put on bandanas, and I'm like, can't wear that 2 times in a row because it's all sweaty. So I'll put the hat on for a whole week in a row. Anyway, first set, 50 pounds, 10 reps. We'll stay there. Alright, so we're doing fast feet. 4 fast steps and a hot knee. Like that. Find it feels best. Just travel a little bit. We'll travel. As opposed to standing in place. Which you can do if you want. Traveling far makes it a lot harder. A lot more pushing, but I just want a nice little cardio exercise, a little travel. It's kind of a natural movement back and forth like this. Standing in place doesn't feel as natural, just a little bit. But you can do what you want. Do whatever the hell you want. I don't want to give shit. This. Alright, second set, same way. 22nd set, 50 pounds, 10 reps. It will stay there. So far, almost all the same, other than having to take that one up. Not bragging about that. Kind of hoping to increase some weights here. Here's what it is. Losing it. Okay. That's the last interval. Okay. Alright, last set, same weight. See, like at this volume, I got no pausing of my Instagram or my Facebook. No stopping either, obviously, so they would have paused it first. No stopping, no pausing, nothing. But if I take it up one notch, about an hour into it, at least at the most, an hour into it, I would have got paused. At least on Instagram. And then about 10 minutes later, they would have booted me if I didn't turn the volume down. But it's still audible. However, I will get a notification afterwards saying that, but some of my music may be, my video might be muted or not available in certain areas due to copyright, possible copyright owner, RTV, whatever, out of India. Then I got to dispute it, and I'm stalling on my last set. That makes a lot of sense. Stalling on my last set, where I want to go upstairs and eat and get some shit done before I go work. Okay, last set, same way. Are you gonna go my way? Alright. Last set, 50 pounds, 10 reps. We'll stay there. So yeah, the only difference from the rest of the workout was the fact that we went from 45 to 50 on this last exercise for the first set. Other than that, everything's the same. Ended with a minute 30 on the planks. Did a minute 30 the whole time. Doing a minute 30 next time. Side planks, 1 minute. Ended last time, all the way through, and doing it next time. Mason twist, 3 pounds, 30 reps. Ended last week, 3 pounds, 30 reps all the way through, and starting. Ended behind the neck lat pull-downs at 90. Doing 90 next time. Seated rows, 130. Doing 130 next time. Supported rows, 42. Doing 42 next time. Incline bicep curls, ended 27. Doing 27 next time. Single arm concentration curls, ended 22 and a half. Doing 22 and a half again. Preacher curls, 60. 60 again, and this one ended 45, started 50. We're doing 50 next time, so it's kind of a first for me to do all the exact same all the way through, I think. I have to go through and check, but that's kind of pointless. It's pointless me just reading that off. I don't think I charged this yesterday because it was over there this morning, so bring this over here. So they always ask me to bring people on the camera. Hey, you want to come talk to me face-to-face video time? You know I'm working out. Okay, anyway, got that plugged in to make sure it's ready to go. That's all done. Let's stay down here. These stay down here. These go on. Okay, so let's break this thing down while I finish up my fucking shit. Or, yeah. Go over my spiel, stupid spiel shit. There was something else I was saying. Oh, yeah. Anything you see or hear, either on something I'm wearing or Beachbody audio, I am not sponsored by. I'm not sponsored by Disney or Marvel. My Black Widow cup there. I'm not promoting it either. It was a fun movie, but it wasn't a good movie. They decided to go woke and make the Taskmaster female instead of actually giving us the Taskmaster. Also, did you know that they changed the logo? They changed the face because he's supposed to have he. Taskmaster's a he. He's supposed to have a skull mask, a skeleton mask. Basically, kind of looks like Skeletor. Kind of. But the reason they made it a kind of more of a humanoid lizard looking mask. It's supposed to have like subtle skull imagery on it. Is because they couldn't show it in China with something that represents death, like the skull. That's what I read. Also, I also want to point out the fact that Disney and all the other people, they only care about being woke in the United States, which is where their main shit is, which is fine. But they care more about money than they care about wokeness. Because they will change their posters when they're advertising in China. They will take out scenes if there's too much of certain things in there that they don't agree with in their politics. So they will appease people to make money. And just remember, Disney was very opposite of woke back in the day. Y'all know that. So, if today's society wasn't woke, they wouldn't care. I'm not saying I don't love Disney stuff. I do. They make great products. You know, movies and stuff. Some stuff sucks, but you know. And I grew up watching, but if I don't like something, I won't watch it. I'm not going to boycott the entire fucking.
thing just because I don't like something. I might be vocal about it too, but I'm not going to boycott something because of it. Anyway, so yeah, so like, I don't know, I don't know what this is supposed to be. I know it says Cincinnati, I know what it says. I don't know if it's supposed to be like the Bengals or something, or maybe some high school, I don't know. But it says Roto-Rooter on the back, so I'm not sponsored by Roto-Rooter. I'm not going to say I would recommend them either because they're super expensive. I'm not saying they don't know what they're doing. Obviously, they've been in business for a long time. They know what they're doing. But they're expensive as shit. I'm wearing an Adidas hat. I have nothing against Adidas. I'm wearing Nike shoes on purpose because I like these shoes. I put on these shoes or a pair like them, and I'm like, holy fuck, this is the most comfortable shoes I've ever worn. So yeah, I prefer buying Nikes if I can. But again, not sponsored by them. Not sponsored by any of the products, the creatine stuff, the C4 that I use, the protein powder, the protein bars, the Quest protein bars. I'm not sponsored by them. I'm not sponsored by Beachbody. I'm using their videos. Now that's the copyright issue. If they wanted to get me on those, then I can understand that. I'd be like, okay, fine, I'll take it out of my videos and won't put it in there anymore. If they got me on those, just like when they did on the other ones. You know, I did 2 other videos where I followed along with P90X video and a Turbo Fire video. So like, I don't know, 3rd, 4th generation Turbo Gen. And YouTube gave me a copyright violation and blocked the video because that's what Beachbody wants. So okay, so I went back and re-edited my video without their audio. I just put on some like Zen type video pattern because they were stretch videos. So fine, I don't care. That's fine. I have no problem with that. I just don't like getting flagged for shit that's bullshit, like copyright violations where I have the absolute legal right to use them in a video under the terms and conditions of that music. Or hate speech violations, or harassment and bullying violations when I'm the one being harassed or bullied, and I'm just responding to it. That kind of shit pisses me off. Okay, anyway. Rob Reiner's funny. He's still a meathead. Anyway. TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Twitch, Facebook, Twitter, Spotify, anything else I'm on, it's all the same username. If you want to find me on that, you can find me on other platforms. If you're on Twitch and you want to see the progress videos, progress pictures, updates, all that fun stuff, you can pretty much find that on most of the other sites. YouTube, it's behind. YouTube's behind, but TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook are all up to date with the updates and the weekly highlight reels and stuff like that. Those are all up to date, and the progress pictures. So you can find all those there. All the workouts, again, I'm a week behind, are up on YouTube on the workout folder. The Fitness Journey playlist on YouTube has all the updates and everything else. Updates and weekly highlights and fun shit, informational videos, which go to TikTok first. You know the bitches in the Fitness Journey playlist and the weekly highlight reel playlist, and yeah, that's it. I'm done. I think I said everything in just a weird ass fucking order, but I don't care.